Good morning, everyone. I'm Mahi Jain, a student of grade 9 from Walkertown School. It's truly an honor to stand before you and share a story that just does not show up a history of a nation, but also the destiny of all mankind. A story of unity, courage, and unbreakable spirit of people of France. Based on the lesson, the French Revolution. Topic: the dawn of a new age. Story title: The Flames of Freedom. I'm Jackie Spanton, a son of a poor farmer from a small village near Paris. All my life, I have only known three things: hunger, taxes, and silence. My father worked in a land which was never ours. For every loaf of bread we baked, the king took two. The nobles dined in glittering halls, while we, the peasants, shared the crumbs and dreams. The priest told us that it was God's will that we suffer. So we bowed our heads and prayed for mercy. But in 1789, heaven remained silent and France began to speak. King Louis XVI called the estates meeting, the three estates: the clergy, the noble, and us, the third estate. The clergy and nobles had a grand entry, while we walked barefoot, carrying not gold but grief. When we realized that our voices meant nothing, we simply walked out to a simple tennis court and took a famous tennis court oath that we would not rest until France had a constitution. Every man and citizen had a right, equality, and dignity. But words alone could not fill empty stomachs. The prices of bread rose like fire. That was a time thousands of Parisians stormed the Bastille, the king's fortress, on 14 July 1789. I was there. I remember the roar of crowd, the clash of metal echoing across the city, the cry of freedom echoing across the city. We knew when the gates fell, the ages of kings had ended and ages of people had begun. That was the time. For the first time, a farmer, a teacher, and a tailor stood side by side, not as slaves or masters, but as citizens of one free France. A new assembly was written about the declaration of men and citizens, that declaring that every man was born with equal rights and equal in dignity. The path was not easy. The revolution saw blood, sacrifice, and chaos. But from that one storm rose a truth that world would never forget: that freedom had a pride and equality demands courage. Today, when I look back, I realize French Revolution was not just a fight for food or power. It was a fight for human dignity, a lesson that still guides the nation today. Moral: because true revolutions are not fought with swords, but with the voices of people, the courage to stand up and fight for ourselves. French Revolution was not just a France's victory; it was human awakening. And that, my friends, was a true flame of freedom. Thank you.